Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And whilst the whole world is going absolutely insane for Colleen Ballinger, we're going to talk about her alter ego, Miranda Sings, primarily anyway. Because looking at her actual channel has been a real eye-opener, I can tell you that. And I don't think enough people are talking about the actual things that she's hidden away in her channel. So let's go and take a little look, plus a little review of what can only be described as the worst children's book in the actual world. So Colleen, Miranda, whatever, wrote two books. First up, well, the second book we're going to focus on for a second, because this is absolutely horrendous and needs to be at the forefront of everybody's minds. So partly due to laziness, but mainly because I can't do it as much justice. But I'm going to leave it up to this lady, Rachel Oates, who does a bunch of book reviews and things like that on YouTube, and she's reviewed this book and this specific part in question. So please take it away, Rachel.
So in the first few pages of this book, and I can't believe I'm actually saying these words, she photoshops a vagina onto the pink pants of a baby, and then she draws a giant arrow to it. I honestly felt kind of sick upon seeing this. Like, I don't want to look at it. Why would anyone want to draw attention to a child, never mind a baby's genitals, for fun? Why would you Photoshop this in there? Who took the time to actually Photoshop this? Who saw this and thought, yeah, that's a funny joke, pointing out a baby vagina? I am going to censor this in this video because honestly, I find the image quite disgusting and disturbing, and it feels like something I shouldn't be seeing, never mind showing to other people.
See, I'd have to add, what the hell were they thinking? How would it ever get past an actual publisher if that was on the actual book, in the book? I just defies any sort of logic. Anyway, if you'd like to see more of that book review, I'll leave the link in the description box below. It's really well worth taking a look, because what's in that book is absolutely insane. But there are more insanity that comes out of this Colleen / Miranda woman that we need to pay very close attention to. So one of the jokes within the Miranda shows appears to be something to do with her uncle, who likes to essay her and she likes to make a joke of it. So take of that what you will.
So my uncle is one of my best friends, and he lives here with me and my mom and my dad, so it's really fun to have a best friend in the house. We have a lot of the same interests. We eat a lot of the same food, which means we like to share food and feed each other lots. One of his favorite things to do is tickle attacks, and also he likes to cuddle attacks. So those are really fun for me. But he's really a fun guy to have around, except he a lot of time likes to try to discipline me, which not fair, because he's not my mom. A lot of times I say to him, "You're not my daddy." It's like a little thing that we have together, so it's really fun. But anyways, that's some little things about him. So yeah, anyways, that's about my uncle.
And it doesn't stop there. And don't forget that she knows full well that her audience are primarily children. Maybe the odd one or two adults who are just cringed out by all this shit, but mainly children. And she's talking to kids about an uncle, their uncle, suggesting that their uncle maybe it's just really, really icky and very, very inappropriate.
So Rachel here is going to demonstrate how to use Daddy Saddle with me, so you guys can learn how to use it at home with your uncles or your dads or friends.
And in her very first book that she published, oh yes, the joke didn't get past that either. And fortunately for the rest of everybody, it got past the the copywriters. I don't know how, but anyway. So this is a page out of her book, and it says how to fix a sickness, and there's a list of things. Right at the very bottom, it is something stuck in you, and her solution is get help from uncle. Get help from your uncle. That's again the joke about the uncle, the creepy uncle who is like essaying her, right? And this book is for actual children. Actual children. So under no circumstances, zero, zip, nada, no circumstances is joking about essay to actual children. I mean, it's not a joke anyway, but joking about it to children is so far wide of the mark. It's unbelievable. And how this book ever got past any form of copywriting by the actual producers, who were Simon and Schuster, so proper actual publishers. And they didn't pick up on the fact that they were promoting essay to kids. It really blows my mind. That above most of things, that actually blows my mind. Now we're going to just take a quick look at just one or two problematic instances within her videos throughout the last 10 years. Now this is one featuring the 13-year-old Jojo Siwa. 13-year-old, remember that's very important, because none of this is right.
So first thing you have to do is make sure you have a lot of room to dance around it.
Okay.
So we do.
You gotta go in front of me so I can watch you dance. So I can like copy your moves.
Don't be bossy, please.
Alright.
I'm a teacher. Next thing is you are not supposed to dress porn when you are dancing, and I can see your entire legs. Stop it!
Telling a 13-year-old that you're not supposed to dress porn. Now, I don't know if any of you have seen a lot of her clips, but a lot of them, and her in-joke, is about telling kids that they shouldn't dress porn and don't be porn and things like that, right? But when you're talking to kids, children, and you're talking about porn, it doesn't matter even what context it's even in. You should not be talking about porn with children, especially ones that aren't your own. It feels very, very inappropriate in my opinion.
You're like 5 years old! I put these on.
And when you sell?
Yes.
Do you sell these?
This looks much better. Yes, I sell them. You don't even know what I sell. What kind of Miranda are you? Stop eating. Also, I'm just now realizing your shirt says milk all over it.
Do you not like
You drink milk?
Yes.
You know that comes from a private part?
Do you know that you drank milk when you were a kid?
No, I did not.
Well, you never
If my mom tried to make me drink that, I would be like, get away, pervert. I'm not drinking that out of your private.
Whoa!
And then discussing where milk comes from and private parts with a 13-year-old. It doesn't matter if this particular 13-year-old happens to be semi-famous. She was at the time, I believe. But it's still a 13-year-old. Do you see the boundaries there, Colleen? At all. Boundaries. You don't do it. It's wrong. I don't really care what anybody says. It is actually wrong.
You're getting there.
Okay. The first position, second position, third position, split. Whoa! Did you hurt your dookie?
What's a tukey? What's...
So I don't know if you caught that, but a tuki in Miranda's world is referring to the female body parts that we shall not be naming. So, talking to a 13-year-old child about their genitalia is just wrong. It is wrong on every single level. It doesn't matter if it's a joke or if it's an in-joke or if that's what Miranda does as a character. Miranda also jokes about SA from Uncles and stuff like that. You know, it is so wrong. It's unbelievably wrong. But she doesn't care. She just carries on. It is wrong.
You beat that.
We need to stop before she hurts her Tukey permanently. You need to protect the Tukey.
The Tukey's getting unprotected by this leotard.
Alrighty, so there you go. That's how to dance, and I'm pretty positive that I won the dance-off because now you have no more Tukey left.
So, I don't know if you caught that, but I think that was 4 times she mentioned the word Tukey within that one little segment there, which is very, very disturbing because this is how predators are born. People who say, oh, but it's part of the show, it's part of who she is, it's part of the character, all these things that people are denying, but the worst of society started in TV shows which were far more regulated than this, and they went under the radar. I'm not saying that she's as bad, but this kind of behaviour is so wrong, and even the worst TV shows in history have never had instances where they would blatantly do it quite as brazenly as she is doing it. And then 14-year-old Maddie Ziegler also came under fire for yeah.
If you're gonna wear a leotard, it looks like a nudie outfit, so you have to wear clothes underneath it.
Okay.
You were being very porn. I could see your entire arms and entire legs. It was very tight on your body.
It
looked like skin.
Telling a 14-year-old child that they look like porn is just not only insulting, but highly, highly inappropriate. Now, I know that most children of her age most likely knows what porn is, but that's irrelevant. I'm sorry, I'm just responding to a few of the comments which I've seen floating about, oh, that child, you know, kids know what porn is these days, but that's irrelevant when it comes to an actual adult just casually talking to a child about the subject when it's not even educational.
But it's like art, you know?
Art is when you paint something.
Oh.
So it was not art, it was just really porn. So next time wear clothes underneath, good as. And it is facial expression, so you do a lot of, do sad, happy, scared. Let's see. You're not supposed to do that, you're a child.
You were I'm just working on them with you.
No, you weren't supposed to do that, Maddie. Do not watch that part.
Okay, wait, so
rewind it and then skip it. Don't watch it. She's a pervert.
Do you actually see how wrong this is, and how on earth has this actually gone under the radar all these years? And then this next clip, a 17-year-old Sophie Dossi is a contortionist, so that's what is actually going on in this clip, but even still, it's inappropriate. She is a child at 17.
Well, this actually will be good for me because you can smell and make sure things are fresh. I've always wanted to be able to do something like that, so in case you ever want to stalk people or make sure things are fresh and smell nice, this is a good position.
So whilst the child is in that position, talking about she can smell to see if she is fresh, it's just weird. It's wrong and weird, right? But even weirder is this next clip, and don't forget that this is a child we're talking about. Never mind the fact that she's a contortionist or a dancer or any of the other things, she is still just a child.
Flexible, I am so go put on my head. Flexible, flexible.
No, absolutely not. I would say that a 30-something-year-old adult, doesn't matter that she's a woman, an adult should not be anywhere near that part of a child's body in any sense of the word. I mean, it's just no. But that's not actually as bad as this clip, which is the exact same thing, but with a far younger child, which just...
Oh, I see the head. Ready? Camille. All right. Scene.
Oh, I'm so pregnant.
Oh, how are you doing, dear sister-in-law? I'm so excited for you to give birth to this baby. I love little girls. Oh, do you need a poo massage?
No, it's not a poo, it's a baby. Oh, I'm so pregnant. I just know it.
Oh, I'm the nurse. I've come to get this baby out from you. Just push from your dookie really hard.
There is no amount of hell enough to give you to explain just how bad it is to tell a literal child, don't know how old this one is, but she looks very, very young, and to talk about her private parts on stage in front of thousands of people. It is very wrong on every single level.
And breathe across breathing like this. Oh, you smell fertile. If it smells fertile, that's what they say. Now
Really, 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 really disgusting to talk about a child in that particular way, that she or it smells fertile, is just beyond the realms of disgusting. And then to cap it all off, she puts her head underneath, in between the young child's, well, between her legs. I really don't think hell is big enough for Colleen to actually visit. I really don't. It's just, oh my word. And then we've all seen the cheese ball gag clip. I've shown it already. Lots of people have shown it as well. And yeah, that's a 9-year-old child, by the way, who she is getting to reach inside her trousers to pull cheese balls out of. It is, again, so inappropriate, and not one person has said anything. Now, I've seen lots of people say, oh, but why is it all of a sudden just wrong? This was years ago and all of a sudden it's come to light. Well, Jimmy Savile had been doing his thing for years and all of a sudden it came to light. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying that, you know, when the right people start paying attention, that is when things get noticed. Whereas before, it was just her fans who didn't notice. You know, they were children, so they wouldn't notice. And now they've grown up and realised, hang on a second, that was never right in the first place. Or now the people, adults, are looking at it and thinking, what the actual fuck were people thinking, allowing their children to go on stage and do things like that? Now this next clip, I'm sorry, I didn't have the original, so it's got some form of writing over the top of it, so read that if you want to, but just listen to the words, that's the most important thing. And oh my good god, this is Colleen this time, speaking as herself rather than Miranda, but bloody hell.
It's nifty. A little naked child just ran up to me, a little boy with a little pee-pee. He's laying on the sand right now. I'm gonna try to get him. I don't know if that's him, if you can see that. He wanted me to blow his bubbles. That sounds really dirty. Don't worry, they were actual bubbles. Yes. And she blew.
So yeah, there was a naked child that walked up to her and she wanted to capture him on camera. For why? I don't have a clue why. And then makes a rude innuendo joke, and it's just, no, that is very, 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 very wrong. It's like, I'm losing the will to like comprehend humanity at this point. And this next clip we have of Colleen describing a certain action, which I've shown it already, but let's see it again. Here we go. This was beautiful poetry in motion.
There are leaks all over my house right now. Brand new house, by the way. And every time it rains, it leaks. Just like a teenage girl's vagina. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It leaks so much like a little girl's creases when she watches me. Like a little girl's creases when she's watching those strange little boys on Musical.ly. I can't believe I just said that.
Yep, that was beautiful, wasn't it? So we're going to end this video now with another classic Colleen clip, and it's it may explain why she has a lot of the Dance Mom kids on her show and talks about them inappropriately. Who knows? Maybe this is the reason.
Art Popaholic said if you were Santa, name 3 people you would want to sit on your lap.
This is gonna sound so creepy. My answer is so creepy, but I don't mean it to be creepy. I were Santa, I would, this is gonna sound so bad. I can't admit this. This sounds so pedophile-ish. I would want the girls from Dance Moms. It sounds super creepy, but it's totally innocent. I just think they're adorable and super talented, and I'm in love with them in a very sweet babysitter child sort of way. That still sounds creepy.
So, yeah, that is about all that we can take for now of Colleen / Miranda and her nonsense, because it is it's not just nonsense though, is it? It is borderline, P-word, predatory. It's really, really is wrong. So many of those clips are so wrong. The ones where she touches and goes in between legs of children is wrong. I don't care that she's supposed to be playing a character. This is how Miranda is, but no, it's not though. Miranda is Colleen. Colleen is Miranda. There is no difference. There is no difference. I'm sorry. It's like saying, well, that TV star, he can get away with doing that because, it's just, it's comedy and it's a children's show. So he can be inappropriate with that child because the child is an actor and the TV star is on a children's show and he can get away with that sort of behavior because of that. It's the same thing, except for I feel like Miranda is very much worse. The thing is, she claims it's not meant for kids, and that's clearly not true. She knows her audience, because most of her audience who go up on stage on the live shows are actually kids. So she's seen them firsthand, and every time she goes to a meet and greet, there are kids there, loads of them. They're the ones that write to her. They're the ones that draw those pictures of her. She knows full well exactly who her audience are. And yet she still makes these so inappropriate jokes, essayed by her uncle. That's a running joke. And telling her fans, her child fans, not to be bothering really with like reporting things about being essayed and stuff like that, because it's just a bit of fun when it's your uncle, isn't it? It's these types of things, and then the touching, the inappropriate words, the constantly saying porn and talking about kids' private parts where they're not her children. They're nothing to do with her. So it is every bit as bad and predatory as anybody that we've seen taken off our TV, our TVs over the years. So I'll leave you with that. Please give this video a thumbs up. I've tried my best to put these together in a cohesive way. I hope you've appreciated what I've tried to do and you've understood what I'm trying to do here. And please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much. Take care of yourselves. Until next time, bye bye.